Hey guys, CHWY here. Today is Saturday, July 31st. Hope everybody is having a good weekend. Today we're going to be taking a look at CHWY and CHWY, two stocks that got pretty beat up yesterday after the lackluster Amazon earnings. I think both of these stocks are a buy. I think they are long-term holds, and I also think that we are going to get a pop here pretty soon on both of them, and we should be able to see a really nice rally over the next couple months in both of these stocks. So we're going to start with CHWY. Also, just a disclaimer: I'm changing platforms over to TradingView, so bear with me as I get used to the new platform because it's going to take me some time to get all my charts rotated over. All right, so going back to CHWY and looking back where we stood at all-time highs. So at all-time highs, I see that being a cycle wave one, and then the downtrend was bringing us down to a cycle wave two bottom. What I'm seeing is a seven swing structure, a WXY, and common bottoms for a WXY structure is the 100% extension of Y off of X, which is exactly where CHWY found bottom. And that's why I'm convinced that we have found bottom and that we're not in a deeper complex correction that's going to go below this 153 mark. So since we did bottom for our wave two, what have we seen? We've seen a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 takes up for a wave one. We pulled back for a two. We had another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 taking us up to a wave three. We had a three-wave pullback, so an A, B, C down for our wave four bottom, and then ultimately we ramped up for our wave five, which is another wave one. So we're in a primary wave two now, is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a primary wave two. And this drop that we had on Friday is the wave C of this wave two. So we should be very close to the wave two bottom. And what I'm thinking is that we're going to bottom. So it's going to be somewhere between 184.59 and the 1.618 extension, which is 173. I don't think it's going to go all the way down here. What I'm actually thinking is that we're going to bounce off of this trend line. So this uptrend line that we've been basically respecting since we broke out of this basically a symmetrical triangle back here in early June. I think we're going to get a bounce from there. So I was tweeting about making an entry in CHWY yesterday during that decline just because I do see a lot of upside soon. So what I'm seeing is we'll probably head a little bit lower early next week, and then I'm thinking that earnings are going to be good, and that from there we'll get a little bit of a pump up. We should fill this gap that we have open from Friday, and then from there we probably will see a little bit of a pullback because that's going to be another wave one. So we should see another 60% retracement or so. Obviously, this is not drawn to scale. This is just kind of drawing a wave of what's going to happen. But then ultimately, when we hit our wave three, I do think it's going to take us into the mid 200s. I'm thinking that CHWY will be trading into mid 200s sometime by late August or early September. So with that being said, I do like CHWY as a long-term hold, and I do think the dips here are a buy. All right, let's take a look at CHWY. Okay. Yeah, see, now that I've gone to a different scale, I've got to bring all this stuff up, so bear with me for a second as I get used to this stuff. Okay. So with CHWY, where the heck is the top? So same thing, when we were up at all-time highs, I'm seeing that as a wave one. Ultimately, we ended up having the same thing, a WXY correction, bringing us down for our wave two. And now we're in this uptrend. So what I'm seeing is a five-wave impulse up for a one. We pulled back for a two. We popped up for a three. We pulled back for four. We pulled up for a five, which is taking us up to a wave one. Since then, we've came down and we found bottom for a two, and now we're in a 1-2-1-2 nest. So what that means is we found our primary wave two bottom, and now we're in an intermediate wave. We're in an intermediate wave two, and I talked about this in my previous videos last weekend where I was saying CHWY is one of my favorite dip buy stocks because what I saw happening was that we were in a 1-2-1-2 nest, meaning that we had already peaked for a one, pulled back, and bottom for a two, that we were in the middle of rallying up for a one, and that we were going to see a 60% retracement, and that was going to be a dip buy. So with that being said, we saw that early last week on Monday. So on Monday, let me make this a little extended so we could see it. So on Monday, we rallied CHWY to above 90. It got rejected and it came lower. We pulled down to right around this 100% mark, right around $82, $83 a share, and then we caught support. That was our wave A bottom. So ultimately, we rallied up for a B. We didn't cross above that 90-ish mark. We went to like 90.06, but we didn't get above the high that we set on Monday. So it was a pretty extended wave B, and ultimately now we're flushing down for C. So where's C going to bottom? I see C bottoming somewhere somewhere between this 82.29 and 77.55. So the closer we get to 78, the better of a dip buy it's going to be. From there, what do I see happening? So we're going to find our wave 2 bottom, and then ultimately from there, what I see happening is we're going to make a huge rally, and I see our wave 3 price target right around the 105, 107, 108 range. So all dips remain a buy on CHWY. The closer we can get in closer to 78, the better. But from here, we should see a ripper, and it should be taking us up into the $100 price mark. So that's what I have so far for CHWY and Etsy. I'll have a couple more videos coming out this weekend. Hope you guys like these videos. If you do, go ahead and hit a like and subscribe.